Thanks everybody for tuning into this video. I just wanted to say that Sins of the Jedi was a fan film that was created in 2001. We shot a ton of footage, but only assembled 2 episodes before everyone involved with the project either moved on to other projects or because a lot of people worked in the film industry, went on to paying gigs, because when you make a Star Wars fan film, you cannot monetize on it. This was more of a calling card for Evolution Digital Entertainment to show what they can do. And this was back in 2001, before digital photography became a thing and before digital cameras were shooting on hard drives and discs and all that kind of stuff. This was shot on tape, mini DV, and all of the mini DV for the entire project sat since 2001, basically 2001, 2002, all in this metal tin, and along with all the everything else is just ADR, visual effects shots, voiceover, ADR, all sorts of stuff. There's just a ton of stuff here. And as a preservation thing, all of the mini DV tapes were transferred to digital format, thanks to Rich Guerin. And that is allowing us to go back into the footage and take a look at what pieces are missing, what can actually be edited together for the public, because we really feel like the public, so many people worked on this project back in 2001, and it just never was completed. So many people from the 501st Garrison. We had more stormtroopers in our fan film than any fan film or anything since Return of the Jedi, as far as suited armor. And this was 2001. And since then, people have done lots of fan films since then, and people have used suits of armor. And even, the Mandalorian's been suiting up people in stormtrooper gear for a long time. But, a lot of people came out. People drove all the way down from Michigan to work on Sins of the Jedi. And some of the forest battle stuff, I've been looking at the footage. It's been pretty cool to check it out and to put together some assembly of the project. So never before seen footage that I have been assembling together from a later episode that had not been broadcast out there. That's one of the things about, preserving the footage and moving it over to a digital format from the tapes, is that, you can go back and look at this footage over and over and over again, and it doesn't degrade the tapes and all that. But I will be looking to assemble some of these things, flesh them out. It would be great if I could get some volunteers, maybe when it comes to CGI, some of the special effects and compositing that needs to be done on some of these scenes, so that we at least could put out some of the hard work that was put out by all these crew members and get it out there into the interweb, if you will. So I'm kind of excited about doing this project little by little. And I hope that everyone else is interested to see this lost footage of Sins of the Jedi, which was originally shot in 2001. And there is only a really rough version of the episode. There's 2 episodes out there. The episode of Sins of the Jedi that's currently on YouTube was posted back in 2006. Somebody had ripped a version of it off of, I guess, the Force.net. And back then, it was uploaded. When I pulled this version down to take a look at it, it was literally less than 400 kilobytes, like 396 kilobytes. The information is just really grainy. It doesn't look very good. I'm happy that it's out there, but it's just not a representation of what the project was. Um, and I'm glad this guy got 30,000 hits for something that we created. And then he also put out version 2. But again, it's so pixelated and grainy that it's just unfortunate that it's out there. But, it did have thousands. People commenting and commenting and commenting and commenting. It went on and on and on and on. And all the people that were commenting on it had really great things to say. They were like, hey, when is the rest of this going to get finished? This is a great story, blah, 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 blah. And so, I'd like to finish it in some capacity, even if it's just enough to give people nuggets out there of the stuff that wasn't broadcast. We're also going to start, I think, our own Sins of the Jedi YouTube channel where I can post these videos on as well, so people can actually follow the progress. One of the things that was interesting was back in 2001, in one of the scenes here, we actually had our character, we had a Weequay right there. Look at that. Now this is the really, pixelated version of the project, but we had a Weequay mask and character that was in the gambling scene in the movie. So we happened to love that character from Return of the Jedi, and he was just really somebody that stood around there and didn't do anything in Return of the Jedi. And then, obviously in The Mandalorian, they use a Weequay. W. Earl Brown played the Weequay, who was the bartender in one of the episodes. And but it was a hell of a sculpt that was done by Tony Colucci on the Weequay mask. And it's we did it first. We did it in 2001. We actually gave this guy lines and a character, and so it'll be interesting to see how it looks with a better resolution than what's currently on there. So let the rebuilding begin. But we're going to be looking for CGI artists, people who are familiar with After Effects, people that are creating CGI spaceships, things like that. We'd love for some people to volunteer and come on board to help finish some of the shots for the fan film so that we could release the 3rd episode of the fan film. So I'm kind of stoked about it. And I hope other people are. If you want to share this video wide, and let's see if we can get some people to help out and come on board.